Welcome, traders. Dr. Keith here. Happy Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. Hope you're doing well. All right, so let's take a look at the S&P here this morning. So this is the daily, obviously. Let me bring it up here. The S&P, and this is the daily chart. You can see back here we had our trigger 4 days ago, right? 4 trading days ago. We know from pure seasonality that we typically had higher. We've talked about this each week, right? And so this is no surprise. We also have retailers now that are adding to their short positions, which is a contrarian indicator. Okay, so this is a pretty easy decision, right? And so on my alert service on the futures, I took this ES long, hit profit target 1 right here. Now, basically, my stop, I'm going to end up moving to the profit target original of the rest of my trade and continue to follow this up if it continues higher. Certainly, there could be some resistance at right around 41.80, but I will stay into the trade now until either my stop gets hit or we get a red Hackenacci, okay? So again, very predictable move using seasonality, waiting for the trigger, and knowing that retailers were adding to their short positions. All right, it was the exact same thing here, folks, for the NASDAQ. Let me bring up the NQ. You know, it's been extremely strong, the NQ. You can see if we zoom out a little bit too, that is, we've got room. All right, lots of room to run up to this roughly 13,745 level. And if you zoom out even a little bit more, you can see there's plenty of room all the way up to the high of 15,198. Okay, I don't know if we'll get there on this move, but I do suspect that by the end of April, we'll come close to those highs as the train is moving in our direction. Okay, the Russell been the weakest of those indexes. You can see right here now that's starting to turn around too with plenty of room to the highs. And then obviously the Dow was up 480 on Friday. You know, the Dow's been really strong as well. And you can see how close it is to getting to those all-time highs as well. So may or may not make it. It basically have the month of April to make it before we head lower in May here. But again, let me just zoom that out for you. You can see that we've got some room. And so a lot of questions I'll get is, you know, what's the plan? My plan right now is to continue those long plays. All right, let's take a look at crude. All right, so crude oil. So I'm getting a delay here on my charts this morning. So on crude oil, it's continuing higher. Again, this is where I think seasonality can help everybody. This is a predictable move. So you wait for your triggers. Right here is a trigger right here. Make that larger for you. And if you didn't take this original trigger because you were in a downtrend, right now the cloud is turning green and you can look for your longs, maybe even a 4-hour entry on crude. Bonds had the retracement, all these wicks. Now bonds is starting to head higher again, but seasonality is to the downside. I'm actually suspecting it's going to come up and wick again up here right around this 133 level and turn back over. But again, the best way to look to short this based off of seasonality right now is you can wait for the cloud to turn red and then look for your entries to the short side. Okay, it's about patience in many of these cases. There's no reason to jump the gun. Gold, again, there's a lot going on right around these levels here. So I wouldn't look for new trades quite yet. Seasonality is really kind of topping middle of April, then it has lower for about a month. But because we're in this uptrend, I may not be looking to short gold here. I may wait, let it retrace, and look for a long play when we get into roughly, you can see here, middle of May. Okay. Dollar index, same thing. It's been very weak at this point. We're close to another bottom in the dollar. I would look for it to come back down to this 101.40 level or so, and then look for that new entry to the long side. I had an email on Tractor Supply. Is now a good time to enter. Well, I think a lot of stocks are a good time to enter right now. But what I would do, folks, is make sure the weekly is in agreement. Okay, and you got seasonality on your side for some of these entries. Okay, one thing I don't like to do personally, because you can be very selective. I don't like to get in really close to highs here, because there could be a lot going on, a lot of orders out there right around that 241 level. So I think there's better opportunities in Tractor Supply. Not that I don't think it's going to go higher, it will, but it may end up consolidating some more right around that level. Okay. All right. Now let me take a look at. So I'm having issues with my cursor in the morning. I apologize. Okay. We got this new tool. I guess I'm still getting used to it. Okay, so now let's take a look at Apple. So Apple, obviously now it's probably too late to get in. I mean, based on other opportunities, there's better opportunities now, but yeah, Apple's going to continue higher. Broadcom, one of my favorite stocks, again, going to continue higher. So you can see the bull marketing happening. The key here is now follow your triggers. Domino's has been a little bit weaker. Now it's turning around. Look at the seasonal play on Domino's. Okay, this is one of my favorite option plays. Domino's to the long side. If you watch my trade of the month for April, you can see it was SNA Snap-on. It's always a great play right about now. And you can see that from seasonality. Then we had the cloud turn to green, which is my entry. Certainly can look to go up to those recent highs there, right around 260 on that. Okay. Netflix, same thing. Okay, we do have earnings on 4/18, so just based on your strategies, be careful. NVIDIA, right? Great stock. It's all about when you can get in on NVIDIA. That's a great long-term play now with the AI part of it as well. Shopify, you can see it heading higher. So the main theme for this week coming up, remember, it doesn't mean the markets are going to go higher every day, and you shouldn't overposition. But we're back to the bull market, as we should be. Okay, yeah, I know. Look at Shopify is seasonal, right? Beautiful 5-year pattern, right? AMD is another one. Again, just showing you a lot of these opportunities there, but give it where there's room to run up to those highs. That's why like Shopify looks so good to me as well. And let me just show you Bitcoin. Right, Bitcoin's made that nice run back up. Lots of room to the upside in Bitcoin, but see all that support right there. So I wait for a retracement before I was going to then go back to the long side on Bitcoin. Okay. So again, if you're part of the alert service, looks like I'll probably be doing a trade Monday morning unless there's a gap down or something on Snap-on. And we'll keep an eye on some other opportunities there this week as well. And other than that, folks, have a great week ahead. Good luck. Take care now.